Human beings are magical creatures. We can see what doesn't exist and choose to rise above what is.
Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm doing a little bit of a creative style with what was my straight hair. At this point I was probably 1.5 weeks to 2 weeks into my straight hair. And obviously this is a pre-recorded video, but I decided to do something a little different. So right now it looks very puffy because after like week 1, my hair starts getting a little bit frizzy at the end. So what I like to do is dampen it a little bit and then put cornrows in it. And then I take the cornrows out and it's all wavy. But I got tired of wearing the wavy hair and I decided to do Flexi rods and perm rods. So right now what you see that I'm doing is that I'm pouring a little bit of water in my hand and I'm running it down all of my hair. And what that really does is just, I guess, loosen up my hair a little bit so then it's easier to form a curl. Because my hair can't form a curl while it's straight. It has to have some type of water. Even when I add heat to it and try to curl it, it doesn't hold a curl. And then what you see that I'm putting on right now, that's coconut oil. For some people, coconut oil is an allergen or it irritates their skin. So I would recommend jojoba oil or castor oil, but only a little bit of castor oil when doing this. Next, what you see that I'm doing is I'm taking the Flexi rod and I'm putting it all the way to my scalp. And when I put it all the way to my scalp, I take the piece of hair and I pull it basically. I don't pull it so hard that it's ripping out my hair, but I pull it enough so then it's tight onto the Flexi rod and it won't slip out. And then what you see I'm doing is that I'm holding the hair like super duper straight as I wrap it around the Flexi rod. And then to secure what I have forming the Flexi rod, I just twist that little knob at the end to hold it in place. And onto the perm rod. So what I'm doing right now is that I added a little bit more water and a little bit more coconut oil to my ends because they were looking a little bit dry and unhealthy and just not cute at all. And I'm basically going to be doing the same thing, but instead of taking it to my root, I'm going to take it to the very end of that Flexi rod. And that's the placement that I'm going to use for the perm rod. And as you can see, I'm making sure that my hair is all the way smoothed down. And it's easier for me to do this with my hair straight than when it is curly or blow dried, because it's just much easier to smooth it down. And I'm basically just wrapping it around the perm rod. And I do this for the whole amount of my hair. And sometimes it does like do that little wiggle thing where it comes off of the rod, but that's alright. Just flip it back on and wrap it around. So for this hairstyle, I was really freestyling it. I wasn't really doing a certain look. So for right now, I was pulling the curls or pulling the hair backwards, if you could see it on the screen. Now I'm just speeding up a little bit, but yeah, it's basically the same thing. I just wet up my hair, I put some coconut oil on it, and then I put the Flexi rod all the way to my root, and I wrap it around going away from the face. But also for some of them I was going towards the face. It was just whatever was easiest for me at the time. Later on I probably am going to do a more detailed Flexi rod look where I'm actually more aware of what I'm doing. Because right now, yeah, I'm turning it like away from my face, but on the other half of my head, I remember I did it towards my face. And in the end result, you can see how that made my hair look. And then I just wet up the ends again, put extra coconut oil on places that look the most dry to me, and I flip it around on the perm rod. So for the rest of this video, I am going to fast forward because it's kind of self-explanatory, and I am going to make a more detailed video on this hairstyle later on. But yeah, that's about it. Enjoy!
Walking downtown and I'm okay. He's got it all figured out, it's what they all say, yeah. Everyone's looking at me thinking that I'm different. Everyone's looking at me thinking that I'm living. But I don't really care what they all say.
Woohoo! I'm done, and that's all the hair that I shedded. But time for the results. This is my favorite part. Just watch. Look at that. It's not really like it's a weird looking curl, but hold up. Anyway, what you see that I'm doing is that I'm rolling it the exact opposite way that I rolled it onto there, and that's just to keep the curl how it is, you know what I mean? So instead of just pulling it out or just taking off the little attachment and then just yanking it out of my hair, I roll it the exact opposite way that I rolled it onto my hair. But look at the result. I haven't even fluffed it yet, like and then once I'm done taking it off the rod, I twist it in the direction that I twisted the rod in. So whatever direction that the curl is naturally just wanting to fall in, that's what I shape it to be. And that ends up looking kind of like, I don't even know what, you know, those type of curls that people say that people in like the 1800s or something wore. You know what I'm talking about? Like with the little is it called rag curls? I don't know. It's like those really creepy, like doll type of curls. Like, you know, those creepy dolls that be staring at you, and then they got that curly hair, but it looks more like a tube than it does a curl. Yeah, that's basically the look that I was going for before fluffing it, because that's just the ultimate definition, you know what I mean? But what's that stuff called? I kind of lost my track. Sorry. Yeah, just twist it with the exact opposite way that you twisted it up, and then roll it with your finger or with your hand back to do those creepy doll curls. And if I do remember correctly, the one that's on that side, so all the ones that are on, I guess my left side. So if you turn around, and this video was mirrored, my left side and your right side, the front curl was still wet, and I don't regret, like, you know, taking the curl apart, but I shouldn't have, because it looked good before I took the curl apart, and you'll see at the end. Because once I decided to separate the curl that's all the way up in the front that I did the most hair with, because I was getting sick and tired of doing it, let's just be real, I was getting sick and tired of doing the little flexi rods in my hair. I wanted to do something else. I wanted to either dance, I don't know, go to sleep, do something other than that. But you see the results right there? You see how like defined the front curl is? I should have never, not that one that I'm doing now, but the one on your right side, my left side. The one that's closest to the bed, basically. I should have never touched that one. It looked perfectly fine just the way it was. So yeah, that's my big advice for hairstyles like these flexi rods, twist outs, or whatever. If it's still a little damp, don't touch it. Just don't touch it. You're gonna cause unnecessary frizz for no reason. And why would you do that? Why would you want that? Unless you were going for that look. If you were going for that look, by all means do that. But if you weren't going for that look, just don't do that. Just don't do it. But yeah, that's basically it for this. Thank you guys for watching this far. I'm not doing anything special while I'm taking down the curls. I'm basically just separating them how it naturally wants to, and then doing the same little creepy doll twirls. But it actually looked kind of cute. I can't lie. It looked kind of cute. I looked fancy, you know what I mean? Anyway, don't mind the box all the way on the side. That's where I kept the flexi rods. But yeah, just look at it. Oh my god, it looks so nice. But I think I'm coming up to where it was still a little damp, and I just wanted to see what the results were. I was a little impatient, I can't lie. But I know some of y'all are just like that, like with different type of hairstyles. You just want to see the results. But I guess that's learning with patience. Learning what patience is, you know? Oh, I just love that one. That one right there that I'm undoing. Because it kind of looks like a wand curl. Which is something that I've never been able to achieve and keep in my hair. But with a flexi rod, it looks so nice. See, like right there, it's a little bit damp. And I shouldn't have touched that one. But the one that I messed up on the most was that one. Trying to undo it. Anyway, yeah, that's basically it for this video. Just look at the shine, look at the curls. I really hope you guys try this out, and I really want to know what your results are. Like, are you guys just as excited? I hope you guys are, because it just looks so nice. And you don't have to do this on only straight hair. You can do it on blow dried hair, stretched out. I recommend stretched out hair. Even if it was just like from an old braid out, old twist out, bantu knots, I don't care. It's better when it's stretched out, because when you're trying to work with curly hair, that's a whole different story. It stays wet for longer. It doesn't have a quicker dry time. And I think this is when I'm going to mess with the first curl. I'm holding my breath. I'm just over here dying at myself. Like, look at this. Look at this. Impatience. 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 I should have just left well alone. Well alone. Oh my gosh. Did you see that? You see that? Unnecessary for you see that? Like, wow. Like all that work. Like all that work in the trash. Wow. But that's the reality of natural hair. Honestly. You win some, you lose some. I think this was a win. But wow, I could have left well alone. I mean, well enough alone. Alone. I tried my best on the front. I tried my best. This hairstyle lasted me about 2 days because I wanted to switch it up again, and I went back to doing the wavy hairstyle. I really can't find the footage that I did for that hairstyle, and it's making me a little bit upset. I can't lie to you. But look at the curls. Oh, I got distracted again. It got me a little upset, but that's okay, because new videos are gonna come up soon. Peace, love, and light to you all.